Hi, welcome to the session of chassis systems and diagnostic of it. First, we will discuss what is chassis system, and followed by we will discuss each chassis subsystem diagnostic procedures. What is chassis system? Chassis system of vehicle is a framework that support the vehicle. It integrates suspension system, steering system, brake and tire systems. It is very much important in vehicle safety and performance. The chassis system is actually determines the vehicle safeties and performance. So the key subsystems to diagnose under chassis systems are braking system, steering system, suspension system, and tire pressure monitoring system (TPMS). Types of faults in chassis system. There could be three type of faults. First one, mechanical faults. For example, the worn out components, especially the brake pads and suspension springs, may introduce some fault, mechanical fault, or structural damage, maybe steering linkage and frame damage. Like there's some structural damage could be there under mechanical faults. Electrical faults is the second type of faults. Sensor malfunctioning of steering angle sensor, TPMS sensor, etc. Or another type of fault may be electronics control unit faults. The third type of faults are hydraulic related. For example, brake fluid leakage, power steering fluid leakage, suspension air compressor or actuator failure. Like this, some hydraulic related faults may be third type. Diagnostic tools and techniques, as usual, for electrical and other related faults, we can do OBD2 scanner, which is used to retrieve the fault codes in real-time data. And multimeter can be used for electrical circuit sensor wiring for sensor fault identifications. Pressure gauge is used for hydraulic related fault identifications, especially measure brake and steering fluid pressures. If it is not in the required level, so we can assume the fluid leakages are there, then we can identify and rectify them. And specialized tools are used like TPMS relearn tool or brake bleeder kit, like that some specialized tool for some specific item can also be used. The common fault code in chassis systems could be 4, that is C1235. This fault code is generated whenever wheel speed sensor fault is detected. And C1142 error code is generated whenever power steering pressure sensor circuit creates some issues for power steering pressure maintaining purpose. C1130 error code is created from ride height sensor fault. This is used for vehicle suspension height monitoring. So whenever the suspension system is not working, the appropriate height is not available. So that is detected by the sensor system, and we can rectify the suspension fault once it is detected. C1703 is for TPMS sensor communication failure. It indicates the communication failure between tire pressure monitoring sensor and control unit.